Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Greg Flores here. What a wonderful day it is. This morning I wanted to share something with you that I've been thinking about, and that is sometimes in life, what I've noticed with myself. I'm coming up on 52 years of age pretty soon here, and I can still remember, and I can hear in my ears my dad saying, "How did I get old?" And I can relate to that now. And I don't think I'm old, but every day I get a day older. And but one of the things I wanted to share this morning was, what are we doing with our time? What are we doing with the time that we have? What are we doing with the time that we've been given? And the second part of that is, sometimes I feel like we, as people, every single person, at least all the people I know, have lost at some point or another in their life, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100 years of age, have lost confidence. And I have to tell you, back when I was in high school, I graduated high school in 1984. I'm a proud Rio Grande Raven. And I was a gymnast. I was a gymnast in high school. There was two things that I'm really, really proud that I accomplished in high school, and that was I became a gymnast in my sophomore, junior year of high school, and then I also was a musician. I started off banging pots and pans, and I started playing drums a little bit when I was a kid, and I'm talking when I was 5, 6 years old. And then when I was 9 years old, my dad put a saxophone in my hand, and ever since then, I've had a saxophone. In fact, if you look behind me, to my left, there's a saxophone behind my china cabinet back there, and I have it set up so that I can pick it up and play anytime I want to. Anyhow, what I wanted to share this morning was confidence. And one of the things that happens in life is sometimes we get down on ourselves. We get discouraged, we get dismayed. Something happens in our life that really robs us of our natural confidence. And I know there's things that can help to build your confidence, and you should do those things that are helping you. But I was reminded of a passage in Philippians chapter 1, verse 6, and it reads, "Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Jesus Christ." Powerful passage here. This is a book, the book of Philippians. Paul wrote to the church in Philippi, and it's at the very beginning. It's chapter 1 and verse 6. And what he's trying to do is he's letting them know that no matter what you go through, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what comes your way, be confident that God is going to finish and accomplish what he started in your life. And I meet so many people that they get afraid that they're not going to finish their degree, they're not going to ever make money or make more money, or they're not ever going to get to drive a car. And I remember when I was young that I wanted to drive and so forth, and we're always wanting to get to the next thing. And confidence can be robbed many times. It can be robbed by us not staying long enough in a season to see it through fruition, to accomplish that. And getting back to my stories of being a gymnast, when I was a gymnast in high school, I was only in it for 2 years. I had a fantastic coach. I'm sure he's still around. His name is Michael Shannon. He's from New York. And he took a group of us kids. We were kind of the misfits, man. And I still remember my friends from high school and in gymnastics. And I really took to it. I so enjoyed it. But I have to tell you, at the beginning, some of the tricks that we were doing, I would look at other guys that were doing them, and I'd be like, wow, that's amazing. How am I ever going to do that? And what I noticed was those older gymnasts would look at me and they'd say, hey, you're going to get there. You're going to get there, and you're going to be better than I am. And sure enough, at the end of my high school career, again, just 2 years, I went to the state high school tournament, and I placed 6th overall on the floor exercise. I still have that medal, man, and it means so much to me. And then in my playing years, I've been playing saxophone since I was 9 years old. And I've gone through different seasons. I've had my saxophone stolen from a church. And I lost a lot of my just confidence to even desire to play. But as time has gone on, I've seen my sons develop into their musicians and into their instrument, and it's really encouraged me. And I can also remember just playing with my dad all the time. He was a guitarist, and I enjoyed that time. And so I've had people speak into my life in the area of keep playing, and that's the reason why I have my little saxophone sitting in the corner, and I can pick it up whenever I want to and just blow on it. And so I'm here this morning to encourage you that whatever you're dealing with, and whatever, maybe you've taken a particular talent or ability, or maybe your relationships right now, whether it's marital or with your kids or at work with your boss, is kind of hindering. I would encourage you right now to remember this passage, that God promised that He will complete the work He started in you. One of the things that happens, though, is we try to finish the work for God. And so my encouragement today, or my word for you today, is going to be, let the Lord work out those things that only He can work out and perfect, and you do the parts that only you can. Because it is a two-way street with God. He really does want us to do what we can do, and of course there are things that only God can do, even into the supernatural, that only our God can do. And so I want to leave you with that. I pray that you have a fantastic day today. Be an encourager. Be someone who is looking at other people as well and build their confidence in what they're doing. And also surround yourself with people that are going to bring out your confidence again, that natural, pure, and raw confidence in what you're doing, whether it's sports or work or your business, whatever the case might be. Working out at the gym, I'm getting ready to go to the gym myself. And just surround yourself with those people. Sometimes it's so evident that we miss it. The people that God is putting in our lives, it's so evident that they're right in front of our face, that sometimes we just miss that that's them. Because sometimes I feel like we're waiting for this package to arrive at the door, and it's been there, we just haven't opened it up. I would encourage you today to have a fantastic day, be a blessing today, and be blessed today. God bless you.